Here we go. We're live. One person. 3 persons. Hey, good morning, everyone. Can you guys see the chat? If so, say hi. Okay, everyone, we'll give it 2 more minutes. People are still joining. Make yourself comfortable, everybody. Just sit down somewhere or kneel or even lay down. And we'll start to breathe. You're going to spend 2 minutes breathing, waiting for other people to join. Just close the lips, breathing in and out through the nose. Four or 5 seconds to inhale, 4 or 5 seconds to exhale. Just another 30 seconds of breathing. Okay, make the next breath the deepest, the longest yet. Completely fill the lungs, maximum capacity. And then when they're full, just sip in a little bit more air. Slowly let go. Go back to more normal breathing. And we're going to begin standing up today. We'll take a few rounds of Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation. So let's start with the feet together. Toes touch, heels touch. We're going to breathe in, take the arms sideways, reach up. Full lungs at the top. Breathe out. Soft knees, going to fold forward. The head is really heavy. Fingers in line with the toes. 2 breaths in each position. Coming up halfway, flat back. Stretch the head and neck forward. Stepping back now to high plank. Hold here for 2 breaths. You can put your knees on the floor or lower yourself down via press up whilst exhaling. Hover off the ground. Inhale, slide forward, upward dog. We're going to tuck the toes, knees on the floor, and then push yourself up into down dog. So lifting up the knees, sending the hips up to the sky. Push back with the arms, so the biceps are next to the ears, suck in the belly, head is totally relaxed, totally loose. You're going to start to pedal the legs now, left and right. So bend, alternate knees. Keep breathing steadily in and out through the nose. All your fingers press down into the floor. Each knuckle on each finger is pressed down into the mat. Push back with the arms. Hold still. Breathe. Change. You're going to look forward. Step yourself, walk yourself, or jump yourself into the fold. Knees still slightly bent, hang loose. Change. Going to breathe in. With control, engage the core. Stand up, stretch up, full lungs. Straighten for the next one. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to high plank. Lower yourself down through the exhale. Inhale, slide forward, up dog. Tuck the toes. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or jump to the front, into the fold, fully exhale, breathe in. One more time, breathe out. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, high plank, lower yourself down while exhaling. Inhale, slide forward, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back, down dog. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step or jump to the front. Fully empty. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, hands into prayer. Stay where you are, I'm going to adjust the camera. Okay, let's move on. So arms down, we're going to breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, fold down, slightly differently this time. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, stepping back with the right foot into a lunge. Okay, stay where you are. Always make sure your knee is above the ankle, never in front of the ankle. I'm going to reference this a lot of times. Okay, we're going to breathe in, stretch up. Lean back, exhale. Hands come down on the floor, step back to high plank, lower yourself down through a press up. Inhale, slide forward, upward dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, push back, down dog. 3-legged dog, gonna pick up the left foot, straight at the knee. Exhale, step the foot through, back into the lunge. This time, hands behind the back. Breathe in, open the chest, roll back the shoulders. Breathe out. Okay, inhale, breathe in, stretch up. Lean back, exhale, hands come down. Each side of the foot, step the feet together, forward fold. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, fold down. Going on the other side this time. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step back with the left foot into the lunge. Breathe in, stretch up. Lean back. Breathe out. Hands down on the mat. Step back, high plank. Lower yourself down while exhaling. Inhale, slide forward, upward dog. Tuck the toes, exhale, push back, down dog. 3-legged dog, picking up the right foot this time. Stepping the right foot through, into the lunge. Hands behind the back. Open the chest. Roll back the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Arms sideways. Reach up. Lean back. Exhale. Hands come down to the mat. Step the feet together into the fold. Breathe in. Arms sideways. Reach up. Breathe out. Hands down into prayer. Okay, moving on to chair pose. Utkatasana. Squeeze the legs together. Spine nice and straight. Breathe in, stretch up with the hands. Okay, next we're going to sit back into the chair. Suck in the belly. Send the tailbone down towards the ground. Sit back. Check you can see the big toes on the feet. If not, pull the knees back more. Biceps are next to the ears. Hands are together, or if your shoulders are tight, the hands can be open. Keep breathing steadily. Look up towards the hands. Keep stretching upwards, sitting downwards. Breathe steadily. Hold it. Change. Press out through the legs. Hands into prayer. Next one's twisted chair. Sit back into the chair. Breathe in, spine long. Breathe out, twist to the right. Hook the elbow on the knee. Straight line between the forearms. Keep the feet together, knees together. Look over the right shoulder. Breathe steadily. One more breath. Change. Come back to the center. Press out through the legs, back upright. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit back into the chair. Going on the other side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook the elbow on the knee. Press down into the palms. Twist and look over the left shoulder. Try and keep the hips level. If you feel your hips coming up to the side, bring them back in. Steady breaths through the nose. One more breath. Change. Back to the center. Press out through the legs. Let's go for a tabletop. Okay, you're going to breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out. Going to fold down, keeping the spine really straight and biceps next to the ears. We're trying to get our belly on the thighs. So straight line from the hands to the base of the spine. Keep stretching forward with the arms. The tailbone kind of stretches backward. Change. Take the hands down and scoop up the heels from behind. Try to put your fingers underneath the heels. So if you can get all the way around the back, that's great. Otherwise, you go in on the side of the feet. Bend the knees slightly, trying to get the belly on the thighs, and pull with the hands. Pull your head down and press the knees back to stretch the hamstrings. Change. We got the way went in, so the arms come back up to tabletop, and then you press your legs up, going through chair, and release the hands down. Okay, next moving into a warrior series. I'm going to put the hands on the hips. Let's start with a big step back on the left foot. Okay, so front foot is forward. Back foot is about 45 degrees. Hip bones face forward. Put your fingers on the hip bones, they face directly to the front. We're going to breathe in and stretch up. Tight shoulders, you can put your arms apart. Breathe out, bend the front knee. Okay, from the side it looks like this. So the back leg is straight at the knee, twist the left hip in. Check the knee alignment is above the ankle, never in front of the ankle. Biceps are by the ears. Stretch up, look up. Breathe. If you want, you can lean backwards into this, make it into a back bend. Change directly into warrior two. The arms come down shoulder height and the hip bones now face the side. Palms down, shoulder height. Look in front of the middle finger on the front hand. Stretch the arms in opposite directions. Breathe. Change, reverse the warrior. So flip the front palm, inhale, stretch up. Feel a nice stretch in the chest. Change, going to take the forearm down to rest on the knee. The backhand sweeps backwards, up and over. Trying to make a straight line from my arm down to my toes. Look up at the hand. If you feel the shoulder coming down, pull the shoulder back up. To make it harder, you take the weight out of this front arm. Put more stress on the core. Change. Back to reverse the warrior, but this time with a straight front leg. Change. Back to warrior two arms for triangle. Okay, if you have a really wide stance like this, bring the feet in slightly. Walk that back foot in. Okay, so now my feet are just wider than my hips. Front foot straight forward, back foot 90 degrees. Okay, getting ready for triangle. So we do that by leaning forward, stretch forward. Let the hip comes out a little at the back. Stretch, 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 and then hinge. Wherever your hand touches is where it stays. If you felt your hip turn in, then pull your hip back up. Press your knuckles into the shin to twist this top arm around. Breathe. You can look down, you can look forward or straight up. One more breath here. Come out on an inhale. Engage the core. Same way we went in, we go out. Now you're going to put the hands on the hips and step the left foot in to meet the right. Okay, so you should be facing forward on your mat. We've got to do that all on the other side. So this time, big step back with the right foot. Virya Bhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, bend the front knee. So hip bones again, face forward. Check you can see the big toe on the front foot. If not, maybe the knee needs to come out to the side. Pressing down through the outside edge of the back foot. The rear leg is locked out at the knee. Okay, I'm going to go to the side again so you guys can see a little bit better what's going on here. Trying to bend the front leg. Twisting the right hip in. Look up, maybe make a back bend. Change, warrior 2, arms come down, shoulder height. Now my back foot is 90 degrees, my hips face to the side. Arms are shoulder height, palm down, open the chest. Feel the shoulders compress at the back. Look forward at the middle finger on the front hand. Quick check that you can see the big toe still. Spine is straight, drop the tailbone down towards the floor. Change, going to flip the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Look up at the hand, feel the chest expand. Nice deep breaths. On the next exhale, change. The forearm comes down, just rests on the knee or on the thigh. The hand at the back sweeps backwards, up, over. Want to look up to the hand again. Check your shoulder hasn't dropped down. Back leg is completely straight. Steady breathing through the nose. Change. Going back to reverse warrior. This time with a straight front leg. 2 breaths. Change. Back to warrior 2 arms. Ready for triangle. So if you Your feet are really wide. Step them together a little just so they're slightly wider than the hips. You're going to hit the table here. Ready for triangle. Lean forward. The hips come out a little at the back. Stretch forward. Keep stretching. When you can't stretch anymore, hinge at the hips. Wherever the hand touches is where it stays. Breathe. Look down, forward or up. Press your knuckles into the shin. Straight line between the top arm and the bottom arm. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Change. Engage the core. Inhale, come back upright the same way you went in. Put your hands on the hips. In fact, stay where you are. We're going to go for a forward fold. Just turn the front foot in. Okay, nice wide stance. Pigeon toe the feet slightly. So the toes point in and the heels point out. Arms shoulder height, palms down. Breathe in, lengthen the spine up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, forward fold. Keep a straight spine. When you feel the spine starting to round, take the hands down. Put them on the floor if you like. Or we can put them knuckles into the shin. Like we did in triangle. Think about stretching the head and neck forward towards the camera. So breathe in. Lengthen the spine. Breathe out, fold down a little more. With each inhale, we try to make a little bit of space. And each exhale, we try and relax down more into the stretch. Three or four more breaths here. Keep working. If you're more flexible, you can grab the outside edges of your feet. The knees should be locked out or slightly bent, especially if you have hyper-flexible knees, keep them slightly bent. Final breath. We change on an inhale. So next time you breathe in, engage the core, slowly come back upright. Next, we take the hands behind the back and interlock the fingers. Breathe in, open the chest and roll back the shoulders. Fold forward. Nice and slowly. This time the hands come up behind the head at the back. Really work into the shoulders. Two more breaths. Change on an inhale, engage the core slowly with control. Come back upright. Arms out to the side. We're going to bring the feet together. You can either heel toe the feet in or take one or two big steps. Inhale to the center, exhale, hands come down into prayer. Okay, if anyone wants to take a drink, it's a good time to take a quick sip of water. Going to move into the standing balances now. Just spend a moment standing still in mountain pose, spine straight. Straight line between the ankle, the hip, the shoulder, and the ear. Just breathe, feel the connection with the ground, with the feet. Relax the shoulders. Feel the breath coming in through the nose, down to the belly. And back out as you exhale. Okay, ready for tree pose, Vrikshasana. We're going to start on the left foot. So take the weight into the left foot. So throughout these standing poses, I want you to look at something in front of you. Something isn't moving. Maybe it's a mark on the wall. Maybe it's a piece of the window frame. You're going to focus your vision on this to help balance. So by focusing on something and by breathing steadily, it makes it easier to balance. Let's start lifting up the right foot. And we're going to place the sole of the right foot below the knee or above the knee, just as long as it's not on the knee. Next, we take the hands in prayer. You can stay here, or you can go further by inhaling and stretching your arms up towards the ceiling. Standing legs really straight, really strong. Breathe steadily. Keep your focus. To go a little further, you can open your hands and open your fingers like tree branches. Bring your hands together. Really stretch up. Inhale. Try and grow 2 inches up towards the ceiling. Slowly change. Hands come down. And the foot comes down. Okay, let's switch sides. So this time we take the right into the right foot. Going to pick up the left foot, put it below the knee, or place it above the knee. Find your focus again, hands into prayer. You can stay here, or you can go to the next step by inhaling and stretching the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Nice deep breath. Send the breath down the body towards the feet. Open your arms if you like branches. Bring the arms together. Breathe in, stretch up, reach up. Feel your spine grow 2 inches. Next exhale, hands come down into prayer. Slowly release the foot and just shake off the legs. Okay, next we're going to go into, hey Hanif. Next we're going to go into eagle, bakasana, feet together, toes touch, heels touch, breathe in. I'm going to take the arms sideways, reach up, inhale. Exhale. Watch carefully, the right hand goes under the left. We cross at the elbows and bring the palms together. Okay, one more time. I'm going to come a little closer so you guys can see. Cross at the elbows. Try and bring the hands together, or try and bring the fingers to interlock. If that's too hard, you put your hands on the shoulders. So tight shoulders, just looks like this. Okay, next thing, sit back into the chair. You can stay here, or pick up the right foot, cross over the left thigh, and maybe wrap the foot around the back of the calf. Trying to bring your knees into the middle, in line with the elbows. Breathe. Pull down on the elbows a little. Find your focus. Final breath. Change. Unravel the legs. Press up. Breathe in. Unravel the arms. Full lungs at the top. Exhale. Switch side. This time, left arm under the right. Take it where you need to. Hands on the shoulders. Palms flat. Or fingers interlocked. If your shoulders are really tight, it can be good to just move the arms up and down a few times. Press the feet together and sit back into the chair. Suck in the belly, send the tailbone towards the floor. This time, we're going to base and balance on the right foot. Pick up the left foot, cross the thigh, put it behind the calf. Bring the knees into the middle in line with the elbows, sit down. Breathe. One more breath. slowly change. Unravel the legs. Press down through the legs. Unravel the arms. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, hands down through prayer. Arms by the side. So in any of these balances, if you wobble and fall out, just slowly get back in. Keep your composure, breathe, and jump back in. Okay, we're going to move on. So we're going to take the right hand out to the side and pick up the foot. Keep the knees together. Avoid your knee coming out to the side. Okay, you're balancing on the left foot again. Left leg is very strong, very straight at the knee. Okay, next we start to kick back. Right now, keep the torso up. We're going to take the left hand up, bicep next to the ear. It's like we're high-fiving someone with the left hand. Then we start to lean, kick back. So kick back the leg and lift up the hand. So torso is bending up and we kick back at the same time. So equal measures, kicking back and lifting up at the front. Try to keep the bicep next to the ear. Try to keep the hips square. I want to avoid the hip twisting like this. The standing leg is super strong, super straight. Kicking back and lifting up in equal measures. Stretching forward, stretching backward. Keep breathing steadily. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Change. Okay, let's go on the other side. So this time, picking up the left foot, putting the hand kind of round the knuckles on the toe. Okay, bring that knee in. Stand nice and straight. Breathe in. Right hand comes up, bicep next to the ear. Breathe out. Start to kick back. Kick back, kick, 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 kick. When you can't kick anymore, then you can start to lean forward a little bit. Keep that bicep next to the ear. It's like you're high-fiving whatever's in front of you. Steady breathing. Keep the standing leg really straight and really strong. Keep the hips level. We don't want this hip to twist. Keep the horizontal line on the belt flat. Keep stretching forward the hand, stretching forwards with the torso, kicking back with the leg. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly change. Okay, we'll do a standing big toe stretch. So stand nice and straight. Going back to balance on the left side. Pick up the right foot. With your 2 fingers, grab the big toe. So try and bring the knee in. If the knee goes out to the side, try and bring it in. Super straight spine, super strong standing leg. Next, we're going to kick the leg out. Breathe steadily. Keep your focus. So you can stay here, or you can go to the next step, which is taking the leg out to the side. You can balance yourself off with the left hand. Spine straight, standing leg straight. Next, we're going to bring it back to the center. And then we let go of the foot and keep it out front. Hands on the hips, spine straight, both legs straight at the knee. Avoid the temptation to lean forward or backward and change. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So, ground down with the right foot. Hands on the hips, spine straight. Okay, let's pick up the left foot with your 2 fingers, grab the big toe. Keep the knee into the side. Then we start to kick the leg out. You can stay here, or you can go out to the side. Keep the spine straight, keep the standing leg straight, keep your focus, keep breathing. Then come back to the center. Now we're going to let go of this foot, try and make the leg straight, push out through the ball of the foot. Spine straight, hold it. 3, 2, 1, change. Okay, take a breather, take a sip of water if you need. Okay, change. We're going to take it down to the floor now. We'll do some back bends, some forward bends, some hip openers. Okay, let's go down via sun salutation. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step yourself back into high plank and stay in high plank. Press out between the shoulders, so the space in between the shoulders rounds out a little. Okay, you can put your knees down if you need, or we slowly lower ourselves down through a press up, hover off the ground, and then touch down, ready for Cobra. Maybe I need to adjust my camera. Let's just stay where you are. There we go. Okay, back bend series. So fingertips should be in line with the shoulders. Keep breathing steadily. Let me give you some more light. There we go. Okay, we're going to squeeze the legs together. The legs are solid, one solid tail. Watch my knees. I press the knees into my toes into the floor, and my knees lift off the ground. There we go. Okay, ready for Cobra. Using core strength only, we breathe in, lift the torso. Keep breathing steadily through the nose. Should we take the hands out? The hands are just there for a little bit of support. This is all core strength. Stretching forward, stretching up. Change, come down, relax the legs, turn your heads to the right and put your arms by the side. Just a little stretch for the neck, listening to the floor with the left ear. Just gonna move my position, stay where you are. Okay, come back to the center. Put your hands where they were in Cobra, but now walk them 2 hand paces out to the side. This time, relax the legs completely. So from the waist down, we relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Push yourself up using the arms. Nice, steady breaths. Every inhale, you stretch forward and upwards. Okay, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Bring the elbows in. So elbows in, shoulders down. Lower half of the body totally relaxed. Steady breathing. Try and keep the forehead and face relaxed. We go out on an exhale. We go forward and down. Then we put the hands by the side, turn the head to the left, listen to the floor with the right ear. Change, come back to the center. Going for gondola, hands behind the back, interlock the fingers. The legs are together, solid, squeeze them together at the knees, toes and heels. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift the legs, lift the arms, lift the torso. Lift everything up towards the ceiling. Keep those legs squeezing together. Feel it across the whole back, in the shoulders. A few more steady breaths. Change, take it down. Put your forehead on the floor. Stretch your arms out in front of you for a diagonal stretch. So for the next 3 poses, keep your head on the floor to support the neck. We're going to start with the right hand and left leg. Let's go. Lift the right arm, lift the left leg, stretch forward, stretch backward, and hold it here. Slowly change. This time, left arm, right leg. Let's go. Lift the left arm, lift the right leg. Keep the head on the floor. Stretch forward, stretch backward, hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Change. This time it's both arms, both legs, head on the floor. Let's go. Stretch forward, stretch backward. Natural traction across the spine. Change, arms by your side. We're going to turn our head to the right, left ear on the floor. Change, come back to the center, ready for Dhanurasana, bow pose. You're going to bend up the knees and grab the feet. If you can't get the feet, you can use a strap or a belt to wrap around the feet. Okay, try and keep the knees hip width apart. Don't let the knees come out to the side. Keep the knees parallel. Breathe in, breathe out. Start to kick back and lift up. Like the standing bow we did earlier, kicking and lifting in equal measure. Keep kicking back, roll back the shoulders so we open the shoulders to the back. Kick and lift, kick and lift. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Change. Take it down. You're going to look to the left. Relax everything down into the floor. Change. Come back to the center. Let's do that one more time. So the legs come up. We reach back. Grab just below the toes. Keep the knees parallel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Kick back. Lift up. Look up. Try to relax the jaw and the forehead. Keep breathing steadily. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Change. Lower down. Turn to the right. Left ear on the floor. Relax. Change. Come back to the center. We're going to push ourselves up. You can do it with your knees on the floor, or you can do a press up. So engage the core if you're doing the press up. Slowly lift yourself up. Change. Knees on the ground. Next one going into camel. It's going to be kneeling for this one. Knees directly below the hips. So just check that you can lean back and forward without any issues. If you can do that, we can go deeper into the pose. If you can't do that, you can just lay down in Shavasana, do a bridge pose, or do one of the poses we just did, like the cobra or the upward dog. Let's move on. So breathe in, spine straight. Breathe out, lean back. One hand at a time, grab the heels. Now think about the center of your belt line, pressing it forward. The head leans back, the shoulders roll back. Steady breathing through the nose. Keep pushing the waistline forward, not too hard. Come out if you need to, the same way we went in, otherwise we do 2 more breaths. Change, hands on the middle back, push yourself forward. Turn around, lay in Shavasana. Lay flat on your back, on the ground, and just relax. Let everything sink down into the floor, no tension anywhere in the body. Open your eyes. And bring yourself up to a seated position. Any way you want to get up, just get up in a way that's comfortable for you. And we're going to do forward bends next. So if you want, you can choose to use a strap or a belt. I'm going to give you options for both. Could be also really good to sit on a cushion, a block, or a pillow at this time, especially if you have stiff lower back or stiff hamstrings. We're going to start with Janusarasana, taking the sole of the right foot onto the left thigh and keeping the left leg bent. So if you have a belt, you're going to want to put the belt around the ball of the foot. If you're just using your hands, we're going to breathe in, stretch up and make the spine long, and then breathe out, fold down, interlock the fingers on the ball of the foot. Notice how my right shoulder's up. We need to level the shoulders. Square off the shoulders there. Okay, the reason I'm using a belt is because it keeps my shoulders back, stops my shoulders from rounding forward. So we're going down into the stretch. We're trying to get the belly to touch the thigh. So bend the knee as much as you need to get a connection with the belly and the thigh. Then we keep a straight spine and start to fold down, maybe straightening that leg. If you feel the belly leaving the thigh, then just stop and work into the stretch from that point. So using the breath, with the inhale, you make the spine long. With the exhale, you fold down. Steady breathing in and out through the nose. Try and relax as you exhale. Three more breaths here. Change. If you have a belt, just let go of the belt. If you have the foot, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, half cow. We're going to pick up the foot, place it across the knee. Now I'm going to bring the knee down. I do that by sliding my butt forward. There. Suck in the belly, keep a really straight spine. Start to lean forward. You feel the stretch in the left hamstring. If you're more flexible, maybe you can grab the foot, but don't compromise keeping the back straight. So if you find your spine rounds when you do that, then keep the hands behind your back and keep a really straight spine. Final breath. Change. Let's go for Ardha Matsyendrasana. We're going to pick up the right foot and place it just at the side of the knee. Check your sit bones are on the floor. If one of your sit bones is up, you need to put your foot on the inside to connection with the ground. Okay, I'm going to turn this way so you can see. I'm going to post with the right hand at the base of the spine. Keep the spine really straight. Next, we're going to make 3 twists. The first 2 twists are just with the torso. The final twist is with the head and the neck. Breathe in, stretch up the left hand. Breathe out, twist to the right, and hook the elbow on the knee. So 3 breaths, here we go. Breathe in to lengthen the spine. Breathe out, twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. This time we twist everything to the right, including the head, neck, and even the eyes look to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Hold it. Change. Slowly unravel. Come back to the center and switch the legs. So first is Janusarasana on the right side. Let's breathe in and stretch up, unless you're using the belt. If you have a belt, just going to wrap it around. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. So all the time we try and keep a connection to the breath. Smooth, steady, full breaths in and out through the nose. Try and keep an awareness of how the breath moves in and out through the body, how that feels. So inhales make the spine long, create space. Exhales fold down into that space. All the time trying to keep the back nice and straight. We'll take 3 more breaths in this position. Slowly change. Release the belt, or if you have the foot, you breathe in and breathe out. Going into half cow, picking up the left foot and placing it over the leg. Trying to get the knee to touch the knee. I'm going to do that by sliding forward. Okay, suck in the belly. Spine straight. Fold forward. You shouldn't need to go too far before you feel a stretch in the right hamstring. Maybe you feel it on the left side. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. Just listen to the body. Never go in too deep to these stretches. Should be a little bit uncomfortable, but never painful. Final breath. Slowly change. Come back upright. Slide right foot to the left knee. Again, we check the sit bones are on the floor. If not, the knee goes on the inside. Okay, twist this way so you can see. Left hand post at the base of the spine. Spine stays really straight. Right leg is stretched out in front of us. Breathe in, stretch up with the right hand. Breathe out, twist to the left. Put the elbow on the knee. 3 breaths. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist the torso to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Final one. Inhale, lengthen. Twist everything to the left and hold. Slowly change. Unravel yourself back to the center. Uncross the foot. Both legs out to the front now. If you're using the belt, put the belt around the ball of the feet. Otherwise, we're going to breathe in and stretch up. Make the spine long. Make some space in the shoulders and then fall down, grab the big toes. Again, straight spine. Bend the knees as much as you need to get connection between the belly and the thigh. So again, we work with the breath to get deeper in the pose. Inhales, long spine. Make space in between the vertebrae. Exhale, fold down. Keep the jaw relaxed. Keep the face relaxed. Try to release any tension in the neck. Two more breaths. Slowly release, let go, come back upright. Okay, now we're going to take the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Trying to get the heels as close to your hips as you can. Doesn't matter if they're further away in a diamond shape or you bring them closer in. Okay, it can also be good to sit on a cushion or a block for this one. Going to take the thumbs and open the soles of the feet like a book, which rotates the hips down. Next, we compress with the elbows into the thighs, all the time keeping a nice straight spine. Awareness to the breath, steady breathing. Send the breath down into the hips as you inhale. The breath goes from the hips back up through the nose as you exhale. Final breath. Slowly change, bring the knees in. Okay, going to go into all fours now. And make some hip openers. So we're going to start on all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let's start on the left side. We're going to take the left knee towards the left wrist. Okay, now I'm going to pivot the left foot towards the right wrist, like this. Okay, maybe your legs are kind of 90 degrees, maybe it's 45 degrees, or maybe it's straight backwards. Wherever that foot stops is where it can stay. Trying to keep the hips level. Look, if you notice one of your hips has gone up, then level it off. Next, we slide back the right foot, slide back the right knee, and the left hip starts going down towards the floor. So I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. So if you have a cushion or a pillow, you can use it to support the hip there. If it's not touching the ground or if it's floating, if it's uncomfortable, then you can use a block or cushion there. Trying to keep a straight spine. Nice steady breathing. Try and relax down into the stretch. If you feel like the hip is moving down towards the floor, then you can go down onto the forearms. Really use the breath on this one. Send the breath into the hip joint. As you exhale, take the tension out with the breath. Really try to focus on where the tightness sits and let go of that tightness with every exhale. If you need to go deeper, you can stretch your arms out forward, you put your head on the ground, or maybe you can try and build a pillow with your hands, stack your hands on top of each other and put your head there. That might be the right place for you today. Wherever you are, just try and relax. Relax everything down into the floor. Just check you're not screwing up your eyes, biting down in your jaw. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Last chance to release that tension. Slowly change. We start to come out on the forearms, back onto the hands. Next, we walk the right foot in, and then we slide the left foot out. Back to all fours. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So just square off the hips again, square off the shoulders. Now we take the right knee towards the right wrist and pivot this right foot towards the left wrist. Okay, it could be in a different place on this side. Next, we slide the left knee, left foot back. Start working the right hip towards the floor. Suck in the belly. Start to breathe, sending the breath down the body towards the hip. Take a few breaths on the hands. And when you feel the hip starting to relax and move, then you can go down into the arms. Or you can stay like this the whole time. If you feel like you're getting a good stretch here, or your back starts to round when you go down, then stay on your hands. Again, you can put a cushion or a pillow underneath this hip to give some support. Close the eyes, really focus on what's happening in the hip joint. Really try and focus on where it's tight. Pinpoint that spot and let go as you exhale. Maybe building a pillow for the head, or maybe straightening out the arms and going flat. Swan. Three more breaths here. Last chance to let go of that tension. And we start to think about coming out, back to the forearms, slowly back onto the hands. Sliding the left foot and left knee in. Sliding the right foot and right knee out, back to all fours. Okay, back to the left side, dragon lunge. Step the left foot forward outside the feet. Check your knee alignment, okay? Knee above the ankle or behind the ankle, not in front of the ankle. Okay, start up on the hands. Keep your cushion or block handy if you have one. And slide the right knee backwards and drop this left hip down towards the floor. Try and keep a straight spine. So breathe in now to the left hip. Focus everything on the left hip. Try and pinpoint the tight spot and let go of the tight spot with the exhale. If you need to go deeper, you can maybe use a block and go down onto your forearm. Maybe you don't need the block at all. You can go down to the forearms here. We're trying to keep the foot flat on the ground. Keep the forehead relaxed. Breathe. Take about 10 breaths here. If it gets too much, you can come back out onto the hands and then maybe go back in again. So each exhale, try and release tension. Breathe it out of the hip. Two more breaths. Slowly change. Coming back onto the hands, or back onto the forearms and then onto the hands. Okay, we're going to walk the right foot and right knee in. And now we're going to take the left foot out. 2 breaths on all fours. Now we switch sides. So the right foot steps forward. Knee above the ankle, not in front of the ankle. And start to slide the left knee back. So now the right hip is dropping down towards the ground. Just check in with how it feels. Could feel totally different on this side. Good to close the eyes. Breathe into the stretch. Let yourself go deeper with the breath. If you want to go down more, you can use your block. Or if you don't need the block, you can just put the forearms on the ground. Okay, 10 breaths. Let's go. Working with the breath. Releasing with the exhales. Breathing through the nose. Following the breath through the chest, down into the right hip as you inhale. Following the breath from the hip out through the body as you exhale. Circular flow of energy coming through the body. Final breath. Slowly think about coming out onto the forearms, onto the hands. Walking the left foot in and the left knee in. Sliding the right foot out, back to all fours. Okay, we're just going to flip round and lay in Shavasana now. Lay down flat on the ground. You can put the feet apart or bring the feet heels together and toes drop out. Palms are open towards the ceiling, head resting down on the floor. Just lay completely still. Just focus on the breath. Let everything sink down into the floor. Okay, let's change. So I'm going to use a pillow beneath my head so that you can hear my voice a little better. We're going to start bending the right knee. Interlock the fingers on the knee. Pull the knee into the chest. Going to roll over to the side. Okay, to go deeper, drop the knee out to the right side and pull it more towards the shoulder. Steady breathing. Change side, release the leg. Now bend the left knee. Interlock the fingers on the knee, pull the knee in. To go deeper, drop the knee out to the side. Pull more towards the shoulder. The right leg is just stretched out straight in front of us. The head should be on the floor or on a pillow with the chin in towards the chest. Change, let go of the knee. This time we bend both knees. So two ways we can do this. Either we put the hands on the knees and pull the knees in, or we wrap the arms around, grab our own elbows, give the knees a hug. Keep the head on the floor or on a cushion, and keep the chin into the chest to stretch out the back of the neck. Suck in the belly and think about sending your tailbone down towards the ground. Final breath. Release on an exhale. Put your feet flat on the ground. We're going to take a bridge pose. Palms flat on the ground. Ankles below the knees. Press down into the floor with the palms. Lift up the hips towards the ceiling. Breathe. Send the breath down towards the feet. Relax the glutes. Relax the hamstrings. The back of the legs are relaxed. Press down through the feet. Breathe steadily. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Change. Slowly lower down. Let's go for happy baby. Sending the feet up towards the ceiling. We can reach and grab the big toes, or you can reach through the inside to the outside and grab the outside edges of the feet. You're going to stack the ankles above the knees and pull down with the arms. Head stays on the floor, chin in towards the chest. Suck in the belly, breathe steadily. Think about sending the tailbone to that floor again. The very base of the spine. We try and flatten it down to the mat. Final breath. And then change. We're going to take the 2 fingers and grab the big toes for straddle. Try and lock out the knees if you can. Keep the head on the floor or on the cushion. Focus again on the base of the tailbone. Change. We're going to go backwards for an inversion to plow, okay? Let me go over here. We're just going to roll back. Take the legs over the head. Straighten the legs. To go further, the hands go behind. Interlock the fingers, press them down. Breathe steadily. Change. We're going to go for a roll. So tuck the legs, roll backward and forward. Gently roll on the spine. Roll side to side if that feels good as well. Massaging the lower back on the floor. And change. Lay down flat on your back. We're going to take one final hip opener, recline pigeon. Bending up both knees, going to put the left foot on top of the right knee. With the left hand, we reach to the gap, and with the right hand, we reach to the outside. Again, we want to keep the head on the floor or on the cushion. Pull with the hands and press with your elbow into the left thigh. Got just 2 more poses to go. Steady breathing, breathing into the hip. Press with the elbow, pull with the hands. Try and relax as you exhale. Nice deep breath, sending the breath down into that hip joint again. Two more breaths. Last squeeze with the hand and push with the elbow. Slowly change. Both feet down and switch side. The right foot comes up on the left knee. The right hand reaches through the gap and the left hand reaches around the outside. If this is hard for you, you can hold the back of the thigh. So this time we push with the right elbow into the right thigh. Keep the head on the floor with the chin into the chest. Pull with the hands. Press with the elbow. Breathe into the hip. Try and keep the face relaxed and jaw relaxed. Follow that circular flow of energy into the right hip, relaxing the tension with each exhale. Relax into the stretch. Let go of any tension. Final breath. Change. Slowly let go of the legs. Straighten out into Shavasana. The final stretch is going to be Supta Matsyendrasana. Supine spine twist. We begin with the right foot. Okay, bend up the right foot and place the big toe behind the left knee. Next, I'm going to place my right hand, palm down, shoulder height. Turn and look at the right hand and use the left hand to pull the right knee across to the left. So we look at the right hand and with the left hand, we gently press into the knee. Now just relax everything down into the floor. Scan the body, no tension. Just a little bit of tightness in the hip as you press down on the knee. Relax the shoulders, face, neck, and forehead. Feel your body sink down into the floor. Can be good to keep the eyes closed here. We'll take a final breath. Slowly change. Let go of the knee. Straighten out both of your legs. Keep the eyes closed if you like. Bend the left knee. Put the left big toe behind the right knee. With the right hand on the left knee, the left hand goes palm down, shoulder height. Look at the left hand and then twist that knee to the right. Relax down into the floor. Nice, steady breaths. As you exhale, just let go of any tension. Any stress leaves the body and everything just sinks down into the mat. Two more breaths. One last press on the knee, gently. Keep the eyes closed now. And release the knee. Straighten both legs. Lay flat on the back in Shavasana. Make sure your arms and legs aren't touching anything. Just breathe steadily, laying down on the floor. Stay with the breath, circular flow of breath. Coming in on the inhale. Send it down the body and back up as you exhale. We will spend 5 minutes laying in Shavasana. Nothing to do but besides lay completely still. Try and keep your mind clear of thoughts. If you start thinking about something, just recognize you're thinking and let go of those thoughts. Go back to the breath. We're going to start working our way up through the body and relaxing each body part as we focus on it. We're going to start with the big toes, working our way across the first, second, third, and fourth toe, totally relaxed. Focus your attention on the sole of the foot. Work your way up to the ankles. No tension anywhere in the feet. Slowly work your way up through the calves and shins. Relax the calf muscles. Focus on the knees. No tension in the knees. Work your way up to the thighs, the upper leg. On the front and back, no tension in the muscles. The hips sink down to the floor. The glutes are relaxed. Notice the whole lower half of the body is totally relaxed, no tension anywhere. Keep attention to the breath as we work our way up. From the space between the legs and the root chakra, totally relaxed. Work your way up to the center of the belly and the lower back. No tension anywhere. Focus on the center of the chest, center of the back. No tension in the middle of the core. Staying with the breath, work your attention up to the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Following the breath down the arms, triceps, biceps, totally relaxed. Focus on the elbows, center of the forearms, no tension in the forearms. Work your way down to the palms of the hands. Notice the energy in the palm of the hands. Relax the thumbs, first fingers, second fingers, third fingers, little fingers. Arms and hands totally relax. Maybe they drop down a little bit more into the floor. Next, focus on the neck. Release any tension in the neck. Center on the center of the neck, where the voice box lies. Take your attention up to the side of the face. The jaw is relaxed. Maybe a slight gap between the teeth. Notice the nose. Notice the side of the head where the ears lie is relaxed. Turn your attention to the eyes. Maybe you can feel your eyes sink a little bit deeper into the head. Take a breath in through the nose. Focus on the middle of the forehead. Exhale. Breathe into the center of the forehead, third eye center. Take a final breath up to the crown of the head, the very top center of the head. Let go. Everything is totally relaxed. We have 1 minute left. Just going to spend 1 minute in silence. So this is where I'm going to close the session. You can feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. When you do decide to come out slowly and mindfully. So next week, keep an eye on my feed. I'll be teaching at 10 a.m. Probably every day next week, Monday to Friday. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the session. If so, please leave a comment or a like, hit the subscribe button. Okay, I hope everyone's going to have a great day ahead. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Namaste.